Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. Today we're going to continue our journey on Path of Evil. If you our last episode, we're fighting here in the Ghazi estate, pretty buffed up because we've actually unsuccessfully taken on this basement more times than I care to count. The downside was I thought that, hey, we'll just level up and get better gear and just come on here and just like walk all over these guys. Well, apparently the modder had thought of that, and by thinking of that, he basically decided that we can handle ourselves, so they gave us more bad guys to fight that are tougher bad guys. See the Creator Air Elemental over there? This is our problem. So we have means to take stuff out. Matter of fact, I was thinking about this just a little bit ago. I have a wand of missiles that she should really have. And I say that because she really doesn't have the best offensive spell list, as you can see. My character does. She's our buffer. My character is not. My character is the attacker. So, everything said and done, and we're doing okay, like yay. See if I can shoot an arrow in there to piss him off.
You have my word.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, attack.
No one's standing.
And that's basically the trick, is getting up on these greater air elementals and just wailing on them. Either that or killing all the air elementals and the huge air elementals, which are tough in their own right, and saving the greater air elemental for last is a possibility. But you can see we're already taking heavy hits, and we got stone skin on these front two guys, so they're really beating down on us hard, which is some ridiculous bad luck for us. I have actually beaten this once. Unfortunately, it wasn't until after I beat it that I realized I wasn't recording. So I've been talking to nobody. And that glitch has happened more times than I care to count right now. Back it on up, back it on up. You just sit right there. Alright, now get him. See, I don't like him being in the room. So, if we get smart about this, we may stand a chance. Keeping these two guys alive, of course, is key and instrumental. But you see, we got another greater air elemental waiting for us. So even after we take this little jackass out, and the ones behind him, we're basically still facing down the army of jackasses. That's the huge one. And again, while they were bad and scary and nasty, it's that greater one that just worries the hell out of me.
All in. Leave no one standing.
There we go. Oh yeah. Alright, boss. I think we got this. Get him out of the way.
Enemies just ahead. Ready your weapons.
Taking out our foot soldier.
The fight now!
Boss needs to back away. Oh, there's two of them over there. No wonder we're having problems. Yeah. Kavas, why don't you do us a favor and take out the late one? This is just ridiculous. Getting hammered here. Somebody, please kill this thing. Alright, we're gonna have to take him to kiting. Come on, run like hell. Run like hell. There we go.
That's it, you're done!
Move back up.
Here, leave no one standing.
You don't get anywhere near that. Yeah, call from that pet. I'm behind the pet. this is another problem I'm talking about with our AI issue. There's a big stupid ass, I don't know what you even call that, a blackboard just in the way over here. Just causing us all kinds of fits and blind spells. And I'm going to... And you need to... Oh my god. Alright, you heal him, will you? Get him up to snuff. Oh, wow, that was rough. Okay, so while we did horribly, we get our money back. Yay. That's for the guy that we were pre-buffing up. Now, I want you to see some stuff here. Sometimes the bad guys come from this room. You can see we got another one just behind the door over here. We'll get to that here in a second. Ghazi found another reason for an AI problem. There was a big trap right here in this damn chest, and once he sees it, he always wants to just wander over there and fix the damn thing, which is great when we're out of combat, not while we're actually in combat. So that's really annoying. We have another book and another belt.
I suppose so.
Let me rest. Yeah, let's get that rest on. And we'll identify that belt. Rebuff up. Oh, cause of belt increasing might and warding. +2 strength. Is that the same as the one we got here? +1 strength. Okay, so I'll take that. That'll give me an attack increase for melee.
I'm ready if you need.
She could use this one. Now it puts her at an even, so she's not penalized actually in melee, so that'll be nice. And of course that wonderful deflection bonus if she didn't have something already. I don't think she did. Nope, ring. That's okay, that means I can pass the ring off to someone who could probably use it. Come on, shoot that ring. Yes, he does. Well, alright. Now, there is the bookcase over here. Alchemy, Potion of Cure Serious, I'll take all that. There's no one else back over here. I know this because we've already killed the guys that came through this door. They busted the door down. So we're actually relatively safe. That doesn't mean there's not more bad guys in the area. But we are scoping out the new area. And again, you see one over here already, so we're not done. We'll buff up before we go through these doors over here. That'll be the plan. Everyone come on over yonder. The downside is because there's so many bad guys in this area, everybody just decides to start thinking on their own and start charging the doors and just doing stupid stuff. Like, hey, let's go in this door and stop moving. Alright, we're shutting the AI off so my people can redo their thing. So, can buff back up. How about we buff up those? She then can focus on him like she does. She can focus on herself. Ghazi could probably be our next heavy hitter, so we're going to do this for him as well. She will also slap on Ghostly Visage for herself. This character will make sure to do his scabbard. Get out his animal companion because extra fodder in the room is always a good thing. Let's see, how are we doing?
Yes.
Feel pretty good about it so far. What the hell? We'll actually go a little crazy here and let him buff up his pet as well as himself. Alright, now these two doors lead to the same place. I know this have been here before.
Fall in.
Fall in, everybody. So now this is the area we're getting to real close to where we actually glitch. Through this door is where the glitch has been occurring. So I'm going to do a quick save. And we're loading back in. We just crashed a moment ago. I'll cut that out, of course. You'll notice that we still have some animations on us that are funny looking now. I've taken out some of my folders in the understanding that there's probably a reason for this glitch. It's probably my damn graphics. I'm guessing it's actually this one, the one that's kicking out the mage armor. It's not though. Yeah, mug that guy. Where's Kabas at? Oh yeah, he's bigger now. I was looking right at him, didn't realize it. Come on, guys. You got it. All right. That remains. I want my main character to pick that up. I got 2 rings unidentified, an unidentified magic wand, sapphire, diamond dust, powdered silver, glowing air essence, weak air essence, some armor. It's unidentified, potion of series, and a healer's kit. Now, if you recall, part of the mission was to get this ring. Probably this one right here. Oh, I got potion of lore for that, don't I? Here we go. Examine that ring. Ghazi's ring has several properties tied to its relation to the elemental plane of air. Also, where to be as hard to catch as the wind, it provides resistance to both cold and electricity. Freedom of movement. Ring of disease immunity, resistance +1. I'm going to get rid of that for this. Although, we got to give the ring back, don't we? Now, I guess we'll keep on to that stuff. As a ring of wand of lightning, lesser robe of eyes, search and spot, and dark vision, which is probably busted, but we can always try it. Did it give us to us? I don't think it did. See the dark vision. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I did do it. Alright, someone must have fixed that then. Woot whoever fixed it. Ring of resistance. Ring of wizardry. Boy, I'd really like to have that too. That disease immunity, that's hard to pass up. I guess the ring of wizardry can go to our lady friend. Where is she? Is that her right there?
I'm ready if you need me.
Yes, it is. Book. Oh, alright. I'm thinking, since she is such a high level, we should probably start slotting these ones. They're not better than mage armor, but we already have enough mage armor casting with me and her on the team. These ones would give us a deflection bonus against evil, which we're probably fighting, and of course will give us that wonderful immunity to charm, confusion, domination, or fear. Something else I'm adding in my upcoming mod, that again, another thing that just spawned on my brain and causing me all kinds of slowdown, was I thought, hey, you know, it'd be nice to know which spells can be cast through your familiar. So you may see a lot of these in the tooltips now. And some of them work great and are just fine. Your pet familiar can actually cast them on themselves in some cases, on teammates, or sometimes even enemies if they're attack spells. Not many. There's a couple that are broken, and I don't really want to get too much into it, but I should probably at least talk about it. The issue seems to be that the spells we're talking about are not necessarily wizard spells. If you are double classing, or triple classing for that matter, into something that's a wizard or sorcerer class, and something that gets a familiar, and then another arcane or divine caster class, you have access to all kinds of spells, right? Well, your pet doesn't care. So your familiar can actually cast your spells if... Okay, I can't rest while I'm
Yes.
familiar form. Derp. Rest, I'll see if I can show you. May not even have any. Yeah, not for him. What about the bat? There we go. So the bat here can cast all these spells. Light spell, mage armor. Yeah, see, a familiar can cast this. Even these ones, the buffs, as you can see, are kind of nice. I don't have to, like, if I get caught in combat or something, and it normally takes you forever to stack on like 3 different buffs, we can kind of speed that up by having your familiar cast stuff on you or another teammate. Just saying. So those I thought would be important. The druid slash cleric abilities that heal things specifically to animals, animal companions. The familiar can cast them, like it shows up in their list. If you have it highlighted in your list, it shows up in their list as well. The downside of stuff like that is they're not considered their familiar. I think that's the glitch, and it's not even really a glitch. I think that makes perfect sense to me. It's, oh, by the way, we've made this error, and here you go. So the thing though is then it shouldn't have access to the spell, I think, which is kind of a shame. I don't know how to delete that and make that not happen, so I'm not going to bother. But I left it in the tooltip as a note. Hey, they can cast this, but be warned, it doesn't work. Not for casting it from the familiar to your animal companion. Obviously, the rangers are another one of those that have access to spells like that. So again, something that I wanted to add to the list. Now, we have completed the basement. We've gotten everything we needed out of here. Got some decent loot for it, too. Sadly, we lost our guy.
I'll take the lead.
And she has no robe, I've just realized. So let's give her some fire protection. Because why the heck not? I've got the robe of eyes. And I'm cool with that. I get my dark vision, as you can see here. Kind of making up for my lack of ring. I'd like to keep this, boy. That freedom of movement. That's a effect. It's a spell, but it's also an effect on a character. That effect is ridiculously overpowered in a lot of spells, especially druid type spells. Stuff that, I want to say, slow movement, or like briar web, a bunch of stuff that will do damage on the ground and impede movement while doing it. Freedom of movement provides full protection, including the damage. So like you actually get resistant to the damage of those spells. It's like the spell doesn't affect you, which is an amazing thing. So kind of dig it. We have a lot of stuff now. I feel pretty good about this. I keep forgetting that I have this staff. You know, again, it's one of those where it's not super awesome. Builds my armor class by even wearing or having it in hand, but it gets me all kinds of other spells that I probably should have been, you know, using. But the heavy crossbow's been doing me pretty steady, Eddie, and I've been pretty happy with it. I could have tried to maybe done some of these bolts of lightning or some of these frostbite bolts on those guys. And maybe that would have been the nice trick. Still have yet to find mortar and pestle. While this video seems longer to me because I've recorded like 7 different entrances and exits to this, it may be kind of brief, and I do apologize for that. But I'm happy that we beat it. I'm going to reinstall my folder that has all my graphics that I yanked out. Something must have been in my graphics folder that was causing the glitch to cause the game to crash. What that was, I don't know. I may never come back and figure that out because it just is one more thing on my plate I don't want to waste time with. So when you get to stuff like that where your game is crashing, the trick for me to solve it was like literally go into your override folder, start yanking out stuff, either one at a time or big lumps like I did. Find what spells you've upgraded with graphical effects, and whatever graphical effect is causing the game to glitch needs to be out of the override folder, out of your folder altogether. Basically put it on your desktop. It's basically cut and paste. That solved my problem. I'm going to cut and paste it back in now, and hopefully we don't have that issue in the future. I'm finally done with this area, and I'm going to save, guys. So with that, my name's Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me how you guys beat this one, because it was rough for me, and maybe there was a trick that I was just missing. But I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.